Healing is not linear. Then what is it? Help me understand. Healing is circular, which means I, Friducha, will have to live with this forever. What was the first time I felt the hole or the pull or the pain in my chest? I really don't remember. When I was 6 years old, my best friend at the time, my cousin, died in a fire one day. Didn't give me a warning, didn't warn me in my sleep that fire would haunt me forever. I told my psychologist when she asked to see me that week and students whispered, llamándome loca, that I was fine. But I wasn't, but I'm not. And now I can't stop writing about fires, about me setting things on fire and rooms and houses on fire. When I was little, I set a doll on fire, a ruler, another doll, and 15 years later, the arson twins hunted me in my dreams. Was it then that everything begun? Or was it when my cat died in my arms and a month later I dug her out de la maceta donde la enterró mi padre? Is that why I can't stop writing about funerals, murder, algo como animales nocturnos, murder as a literary and artistic revenge? I think I never allowed myself to feel it at all, not until my father left. No, you don't understand. No entiendes que mi padre era el amor de mi vida. He and I were one. Cuando se fue, una parte de mí murió y fue cremada para convertirse en ceniza debajo del mar. And thus, the blue period began. I dyed my hair blue. I left the love of my life because he couldn't stand to see me cry. Because he didn't understand, just like you can't understand that I'm not okay. I'll never be okay, and yet believe me, trust me when I say this is not a cry for help. Yes, one day I stood in front of a pool, azul, water, llorona, blue, and I didn't jump because a family swam inside. That's when my panic attacks began. First at home, then on the metro, a cafe, the lobby of a hotel, the metro, the street, museums, conferences, metro, me crying inside the metro, me shaking inside the metro, me scratching my arms and head until my scalp had not only bald spots, but also scars y sangre seca. I wrote a paper I wasn't asked for on Ana Mendieta's suicide. I spent 15 hours inside a library writing, and have you seen Frida Kahlo's painting, The Suicide of Dorothy, Hale? I know what you're thinking. No, that's not what I want. Even though there's days I wake up and feel the heaviness of not being able to see my future. It's blank. Me cansa y me pesa la idea de tener que hacer el mínimo esfuerzo de sobrevivir. I cry at the idea of having to survive another week, another month, another year. But this is not a cry for help. My mental illness is not linear. I have come to terms with this. And there's also amazing days. Days in which I feel like the baddest bitch, la más cabrona. I want to create, run fashion empires, become CEO, exist in color and art, and that's when I forget that my father left me and hasn't said happy birthday in 2 years, that my cousin died in a fire, that I once thought about jumping into a pool, that I left the love of my life when he learned to live without me and not love me anymore. That's when conference meetings, networking, mimosa panels, rooftops with city views, and art museums come in handy. Keeping myself busy. Like that one day I sensed a panic attack and I stared at red paint on a painting at the minimalist section of the MoMA, and I forgot. Like that one time que duré días, semanas, meses en mi colchón, and plants grew out of my body, like Raices by Frida Kahlo. And I recited my cromatismo poems from memory, and I survived. Began to eat. Believe me, I'm happy, but I'm sad. But I'm angry, but I'm alive. I am Van Gogh's sunflowers. I am the yellow while being sad. I am the sunflower while dying inside. I have survived. My mental illness isn't linear. I'll live with it forever. It drives people away, it scares people away. Cuidado con la loca, la llorona, la rosa marchitada. But I am. I may be. But I'm Friducha. The red dots of Kusama, las lágrimas de Frida, the flowers of Mendieta y estrellas de Leonora. I am not okay. I'll never be okay. I have tried art, therapy, meditation, medicine, alcohol, herbalism, con hierbas y plantas, distractions, rooftops, pools, submerging my head in bodies of water, telling my love that I'm scared, crying to him, calling my dad. I have tried it all and nothing works. But I have come to terms that my mental illness is not linear. It never will be. And I'm okay with that. And I'm not ashamed, porque me amo más que a nadie en este mundo. Me amo, te amo, Friducha mi vida entera, te amo.